So, Mr. President, I've been out and about this morning, viewing the protests and talking to some Liberians about their concerns with respect to what's going on in the country, especially today concerning rape. Thanks for giving me an audience as I speak with you. What's your take on this whole protest about rape?
Well, personally, I'm concerned about the rape, and my government is concerned. And if you can recall, a few weeks ago, I constituted a board, to discuss the rape issues, and I invited the Chief Justice and the Speaker of the House and the pro tempore, the Vice President or President, and Justice Minister, the Ministry of Gender, and then the Finance Minister, and with other civil society, is to address the issue of rape. Because according to the Gender Minister, rape is getting rampant, and then we brought her to show us the way forward. And at the end of the day, she presented a document and on rape, and we thought that it's important to address the rape issues. And I spoke to the Finance Minister right away, and some of the concerns he gave was difficult to detect who the rapists are when they get them. They need the faster way to track those that are in this kind of behavior, and they thought that DNA machine were going to be the best one. And our partners were given 2 machines, and I ordered let me not use the word order, I asked the Finance Minister to add another 2 machines. What that tells you is because I'm concerned about rape. I wanted to know the perpetrator expediently, and then so they can address through the laws. And that's why the Chief Justice was present. And we asked the team to go back and come back to us. And some people suggest a punishment for people that rape. Some people thought that capital punishment were going to be good, to deter rapists from doing what they're doing. And it was put on the floor, on the table for discussion, and they were supposed to come back to me. Then saw our citizens in the street, and protesting on rape, which of course I applaud them. I think it's a good thing to show that the serious. While we are at a high level trying to talk about rape, they also had a point to march for it. It was meant to showcase something good for our society. So and that's a hope that they continue to help for us to fight this madness in our society. And as I watch the television today, and I see what was happening in the street but what I didn't like is that you got other people within the group, and was trying to disrupt what was meant for good. And these are the kind of people we need to advise not to be with serious-minded people, because if you go in the street to talk about a rape, you have to be civil, and it has to be guided. So we all concerned. I have kids, and I feel for those young children, and I want to fight with them.
The concern is they haven't heard from you because they haven't seen you to make yourself visible for them to present their petition. Why have you not made yourself available, Mr. President?
I just want to let them know that I'm with them, and this is why, because of respect of what they're doing, I send my protege, to take the petition, which is right. But I was surprised that they refused to give it to my protege. What they need to understand that the government have a representation. When the president designates someone to come to people of our society in everything they're doing, whether it's protest, whether it's a message, and the president is not available and he sends someone to represent him, they should see that person as the president messenger. I don't think the president should be booed or disrespected, Because if you disrespect that person, then you also tell the president that we don't care what you say and how you feel. So that going forward, anyone that goes to represent me for any petition, I think that because of the respect for government and the way government works, they should give them that petition. It's not the paper, it's the message that is coming to the president. I don't have to be there. I could be busy and send somebody to collect it. If I didn't send anybody to collect the petition, then I don't care about what they're doing. But of course, I care. In 2017, I was in the street marching from City Hall to where we were gathering for rape. So that it's a serious case, and we need to address the issue together. And this is why we called the stakeholders on the table for people to bring ideas to find a way through the law. Because we're in a constituted country of law, where the laws are enacted, and then we govern by the law. So if anything needs to be changed, anything needs to be added, we need to get on the table and discuss it. The rape issue is not today. It's a long time thing, but I think we can defeat the people that rape. When we get together, when we put for good ideas and work together, or not see each other as the person against raping and the person not, because they did not go for a petition. No, I'm the president of the republic. They elected me. They gave me functions, and my function is to represent them. Have deputies and have representation. If they don't respect that, then their own government, then they don't respect the government. I don't have to be there. I want to be there, but I was not able to be there. So I sent somebody. And I hope going forward, and Liberian will understand that when the president is not available to take a petition, it doesn't mean that he doesn't care. He cares, but he's not there at the time. He will send somebody to get it. When I don't address the issue, then you can come back and say, well, we'll give you our petition. You did not address the issue. So we will not have problems.
Former President Sirleaf went there today to identify with the protesters. What do you think about that?
I think she's a citizen, former president, and she did a good thing to listen to their concern, but what I didn't like, those that were in the crowd, trying to disrespect the former president, it wasn't a good thing, and I don't think going forward, any citizen that are concerned that goes to a protest and trying to talk to them, they should be given the platform and with respect. You cannot be approaching or dignitaries or human beings for that matter. So I don't think she was addressed the right way, but she did the right thing. She's a former leader. During her time, we got in the street to walk. We're not protesting, but we were letting the government know that rape is not a good thing in society in 2017, and she was the president. So you see, the issue become a national issue, even though she's not there. But again, I applaud her for leaving her house to go there, and I show if she couldn't, if she was not there, she was going to send somebody to meet with those people. It's our responsibility to send a representation all ourselves. So I think she did well.
Your citizens are concerned, definitely, and you two are very serious about tackling rape. How soon can we begin to see some new measures? Because I understand you expect down this commission you set up to do a report to you for further action. How soon can we see some further actions?
Well, what I can do as a chief executive to make sure that we put in all mechanism for this to be successful. And this is why I'm trying to get DNA machine. Even though we're getting some from our partner, but we're getting more DNA machine, so we can be able to determine who the rapists are. But at the end of the day, it's a judicial issues that can be discussed. Because you're talking about penalty, you know what I'm saying? It's not the precedent, it's the law, you know what I'm saying? If you say someone will be incarcerated, someone will have a capital punishment, then it should be discussed. Remember, a lot of people believe that, it's a dictator, but I'm always on the side of the law. I follow the law. And that's why anything I do, I want to make sure that it's in accordance with the law. So the rape issues here, and as I say again, I applaud Liberian that came to the street sincerely to talk about raping. So we'll continue to engage, to sit on the table, and all the well-meaning Liberians that are really serious on the rape issues should make sure that they come on the table to address it. Why don't they put themselves together and go to the national legislature to sit with them to talk about the rape issues? I think we can start a conversation.
Starting a conversation, let's talk about the security forces today. There are complaints about some of the protesters that they were manhandled by security forces, especially the police. What do you say about that?
Well, if they did that, I seriously condemn that. But again, the security forces go to the street whenever people protest to guard them. And we have to be honest. You have some people that break the laws. And these are the people the police are trying to weed out. Sometimes, because they're in the port of crowd, some innocent citizens get, some of these hits and what have you. And it's wrong to do that. And my police director know, the IG know. Every time he goes to the street, I tell him not to carry arms or needle or lethal weapon. So that if that happened today, then it's unfortunate, and I hope that the IG take note and it doesn't happen again. If you look at history in the country, since I came here as a president, you see that protest is ongoing, and because we believe in human rights, and we want people's right to be respected. It doesn't matter what they say, the right is have to be protected. Yeah, like I said, you have some innocent people that went there with a sincere heart to make sure that they talk about the rape, but other people were there. I just want to remind you, I watched live the television. You see how many people were insulting the president. Those things are wrong. We're all talking about rape. Why someone should be insulting authority? It's wrong to do so. So going forward, we need to we got to know who all are protesting, where they come from, what they're doing. When we know that, it's easier for them to be guarded, and I don't think police will come in the street. But when you have protests, a broad protest where you have everybody, other people coming to do different things, then the police have to protect the citizen. Because it's not every citizen was in the street to the protesting. You got some that are concerned, but they were going to their jobs and they needed to be protected. So the police has the right to go and defend civil liberty. Like I say again, if it happened, then I condemn it, because I don't condone those kind of behavior for NN officers. But the officers, they're doing very well to protect the citizen. We have had a series of protests, and you see that they have done well.
You're quite a busy man. You've had representation internationally, especially with ECOWAS and the Malian crisis. Find time. Are you willing, in your busy schedule, to just meet with the representatives of the concerned protesters for this rape campaign? Yeah, I can meet with them. But again, Mr. Letcher, we have to be honest here. Those leaders of the protesting of rape, you have the gender minister. They can come to the gender ministry or to the Minister of Justice and ask for a meeting so we can sit down and discuss. Because, again, by law, we're still going to go through the both houses. You still have to go to the legislature. So they can sit down with me 10 times. I'm concerned about raping. They are concerned. The best way to do it is to get to the law and on rape. Go there and then see how you can talk about it, and we take it serious. And then I'm sure the legislature will do their best, like they did human rights. Today, I saw some people going to the American embassy, and I heard that, whether it's true or not, I don't know, that the guys or team from the American embassy came and collected a petition, whether the ambassador was there or not. But if you will accept a team from the American embassy, which is not wrong at all, you understand? And then refuse to accept a team from your government to receive the petition, then you can see that it doesn't make sense. It doesn't make sense. So you see, Liberians going forward, they need to know that we are all in partnership, whether you're a politician or not. Liberia already passed that era of destruction
and wars and disunity and what have you. It's time for us to move forward and do everything with civility. Seriously, let us not be joking. If it's serious, it's serious. Let us not politicize or rape. Rape is a serious issue. I can only again let you know that the president office is open to all Liberians. If those people that petition the government, you can also petition government and take it to the government office and leave your petition there. And assure your petition will be addressed. So going forward, let us do the right thing so we all can be treated fairly and rightly.